My husband's mother, episode 1. The day I lost my third pregnancy. The sky was strangely bright. People say dark days come with rain, thunder, or bad omens. Mine came with sunlight pouring through the hospital window, birds chirping outside, and nurses laughing at the reception as if the world had not just ended for me. I lay on the hospital bed, staring at the white ceiling, while blood and tears fought for which would leave me first. Madam, please try to calm down, the nurse said softly. Calm down? How does a woman calm down after carrying life for 4 months, only to feel it slip away like water through her fingers? How does she calm down when this was the third time? Third time. That number echoed in my head like a curse. My husband, Maxwell, stood beside me. His hand held mine, but his grip felt weak, distracted, almost guilty. He kept glancing at the door every few seconds, as if expecting someone. And then she walked in, my husband's mother. She entered the ward slowly, dressed in spotless white lace, her perfume arriving before her. Her face wore the kind of sympathy that never reaches the eyes. My poor daughter, she said, touching my forehead. So unfortunate. I wanted to scream, because this was the same woman who had told me 3 weeks ago. Some wombs need cleansing before they can keep children. At the time, Maxwell said she meant no harm, that she was old-fashioned, that I should ignore her. But now, lying on that bed after another miscarriage, I could not ignore anything anymore. She looked around the ward, sighed dramatically, then turned to her son. Maxwell, let us go. She needs rest. She did not ask if I needed water. She did not ask if I was in pain. She only wanted to take her son away from me. Maxwell hesitated. Mother, now. And like a child obeying a teacher, my husband followed her out. I watched the door close behind them. That was the moment something inside me changed. For 4 years, I had tried to be the perfect wife. I had defended that woman. I had overlooked strange comments, odd gifts, midnight prayers done in whispers, the way she touched my stomach each time I conceived and smiled too long. But on that hospital bed, empty for the third time, I finally admitted what my own mother warned me before my wedding. There was something wrong with Maxwell's family, and maybe my mother saw it long before I did. I closed my eyes, and for the first time in years, I traveled back to where it all began. Back to the day I met Maxwell. I was still a corporate then, full of dreams and pride, wearing my khaki like it was royal silk. I had just been posted to the Ministry of Finance for my PPA, believing life was about to start beautifully. I had no idea that the same place where my future began was where my suffering first opened its eyes. That morning, I marched into the ministry with confidence. By afternoon, I was in tears. The woman at the desk looked me over from head to toe before throwing my posting letter back at me. We don't need corpers here, she snapped, especially girls like you. Girls like me? She leaned forward. Young girls who come to big offices to seduce married men and scatter homes. My blood boiled instantly. I tried to explain myself, but she had already moved to the next person as if I was trash. Humiliated and furious, I stormed out of the building, blinking back tears. I barely reached the gate when an expensive black car screeched to a halt inches from me. I froze. The driver's door flew open and a tall, handsome man rushed out. I'm so sorry. Are you hurt? But I was too angry to listen. Can't you drive properly? I shouted. Is it because you have money you want to kill people? The man simply stared at me, calm, composed, then apologized again. That annoyed me even more. I hissed and walked away. I didn't know then that the man I insulted at the gate would become my husband, and the reason tears would one day become my closest companion. To be continued.